Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make an outline snap tab in my Brother SE425. It is a 4x4 hooping, and I just wanted to show you guys that you don't need a shoot to have fun and to make some cute little designs. So first we'll start off with supplies. You'll need the thread that you're going to do your snap tab in. Of course, you'll need your hoop. You'll need some stabilizer, which I will be using some tearaway stabilizer, 2 sheets. You can use 1, that's fine, but I prefer 2. Some vinyl for your hooping size, some cam snaps, some rings to hook it onto a keychain of your choice, some scissors. The cam snaps comes with the pressing tool, you'll need that. And also what isn't shown here is an awl. It's a little hooky thingy that you use, and some temporary spray adhesive. You will need this for the backing when it comes time to put the back on. So first what you're going to do, you're going to hoop just a stabilizer. And you can also use vinyl. I am using vinyl for this, marine vinyl. I got it at my local Joann's store. But you can use felt, fleece, regular cotton with a heat and bond backing to it. Whatever you prefer. The options are pretty much endless when it comes to making snap tabs. So after you hoop your stabilizer, you're going to thread your machine with the thread that you're going to use. First, for the placement stitch, I went with black so that you guys can see it, but because my vinyl is white, normally I would use white, so that way it blends. And when you have these 4x4 machines, or at least, let me explain, let me correct myself. With the 4x4 machine that I specifically have, you have to have it connected directly to your computer in order to put the file on there. And these do take the PES files. So as you can see right now, we are stitching out the placement stitch, so you know how much to cover for your design that you're creating. Now you can tape this down if you'd like, but I'm just going to kind of hold it just for the first few stitches. If you do this, please be careful with your hands and the needle, and don't press too hard because you don't want to interfere with the movement of the embroidery arm. And then from this point on, you just change out the colors of the thread according to what it says on your machine, or unless you printed off the color chart that comes with the design that you chose. I really do enjoy making these. I think they're fun. They make great gifts. The only downfall, I'm not gonna lie, is the changing of the thread. I forgot to do it in this one, but normally in my software that I usually combine the threads so I can do all the same color at one time. So that way I have minimal thread changing. Next, what we're going to do is remove the hoop. I'm using these little hopper scissors. They are a huge blessing with doing embroidery because they get so close without cutting major threads. I'm just going to clean up the back a little bit, clean up the front, clean up some of these jump stitches. Then off camera, I sprayed the back of the hoop very gently, and so that way this other piece of vinyl will stick to it. If you don't want to use the adhesive spray, you can use painter's tape, masking tape, and scotch tape. And here you can see I'm just trying to make sure that I cover all the stitching from the previous side. I'm just rubbing it down a little bit. You don't want to press too hard or jeopardize the movement of the stabilizer because it can throw your stitching off. Then you're going to place it back in the hoop. You want to check underneath to make sure nothing buckled or anything shifted. And then you will stitch down your final stitching. The final stitch is kind of like a double stitch for security. When it's done stitching, you can go ahead and remove the hoop, then remove your project from the hoop. Before cutting anything, you'll want to tear away the stabilizer. All you do is open up the fabric in between and just kind of pull and tear, and it won't damage your design or anything. It'll just tear clean. And I'm going around all four sides. And because I used two, it's a little bit tougher, but still doable. Then you want to take some really sharp scissors and snip about 1/4 inch around the design without cutting any threads. If you like a little bit of border, you would go a little bit, about 1/2 inch. But I usually do mine about 1/4 inch perimeter. Now you just want to fold the tab over so you can mark your holes to put your snaps in. I often use rivets as well. Rivets are more of a permanent thing, but not everybody likes to hang their tabs on the keychain, so it gives them the option to remove it and they can place it on a bag if they like. And here I am just placing in the cam snaps. This is the cam snap tool. I absolutely love this. It's so easy to use. I have a video coming up soon on how to properly install and utilize the cam snap, the rivets, and the tools. And that's all there is to it. Just put your snap tabs on, or your cam snaps, or your choice of closure. Put a little ring on there for a keychain if that's what you prefer, and you are good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.